Gucci everybody, it's AJ again, and in this video we're going to be going over simple math operations in Python. So in the last two videos we've learned how to do the print statement, and we've learned how to do the input statement, which are just using these statements, and you can see the other videos there. But now we're going to learn how to take integers and perform mathematical operations with them. So adding them, subtracting them, exponential, taking them to a power of, dividing them, and something called modulus. So right now I'm going to have a variable. I'm going to call it a, and I'm going to set equal to 3. I'm going to set b equal to 8. And then I'm going to variable called c, and I'm going to set it equal to a plus b. And I'm going to print C. Sorry, my typing is really bad today. And I'm going to print this. I'm going to print this out. And when I print this out, I get 11. So what this operation is doing here is I have my A, I have my B, and if I put a plus and give it two parameters, A and B, I simply add them together just like normal math. I can also do the subtraction. So this would be 3 minus 8. So I should get negative 5. And as you can see in the terminal below, I do get negative 5. Ooh. I'll move that a little bit closer to make sure it's obvious. Okay, and so something else I can also do is I can do a power operator. So plus and minus seem pretty easy, but in a power operator you do multiply. You do two stars, which are located usually above the. It's when you do a shift and press 8 on your keyboard. So the stars are power 2. So this would be a 3 to the power of 8. I actually have no idea what that off the top of my head is, so let's do it. 6,561. So that is how you do easy exponential sign. Just to note, this little caret thing, which you may see a lot, or may denote it if you're writing up math symbols, means nothing in Python. It will not work. It will not compile. If I tried to run this, I'll get a different error. I should clear up what I'm saying here. The arrow does stand for something, but it doesn't stand for exponential. As you can see here, I got 11, and it kind of looks like I added them together, but I didn't add them together. Trust me. See, if I do something a little bit crazier, well, I keep getting them added together, but that should not work. Actually, I will get 107. It will be equivalent to me adding them together. But don't worry about what this symbol means now. That'll be more for advanced video. It doesn't mean to add them together. Oh yeah, but I guess it would add them together depending on what you did. But yeah, so the caret operator means something different in Python, but it doesn't make any sense. See here, I got negative 101, and 99 plus negative 8 does not give you negative 101. It does something with the bits and bytes of the program, just exclusively the bits, and so just don't worry about it for now, but it's an advanced operator. The other simple operator we're going to learn about here is divide. And divide, simply divide. So let me change this 99 to 8. So this is going to take 99 and divide it by 8. And what that is going to do is it's going to give me 99 divided by 8. Notice that it gave me 12.375. So what it did there is it converted it to a float automatically for me. It didn't make an integer. So it will tell me what it will give me the decimal when I do division. Now, if I didn't want it to give me a decimal, I could do two divides in the operation. So I could do a//b, and what that will do is it will give me just the integer. It will cut off the decimal for me. So let's say I did something kind of pretty interesting. So I did 99 divided by 100, and that gave me 9.9. But then if I did a double divide, if I did a floor divide, it's called floor division because it always takes the floor. Even though I got 9.9, the double division just gives me the integer. So it will always cut off the decimal. So even if it's 0.99 or 0.9, it will cut off the decimal and just give me that decimal. So there's no rounding. If you wanted to do rounding in Python, there is a built-in round function, which you can just give any decimal. So this will round it. If it's 0.5 and above, it rounds up. If it's below 0.5, it rounds down. So as you can see here, I did a divided by b, and then it got 9.9, but then it rounded up to 10. So it rounded up to an actual integer and not a float. So that's what's cool about the round function. And so another operator I want to show you guys quickly is the modulus operator. And what the modulus operator does is instead of dividing it, it takes the remainder. So what it does is it says 99 divided by 10 you know, that's 9.9, but what's the remainder of that? You know, 10 goes into 10 goes into 99 9 times, but what's the remainder? Well, the remainder is 9, right? And so let me make this 97, right? So yeah, 10 goes into 97 to up till 90, right? It doesn't go. The 7 is left out. So 7 is the remainder. Remember when you kind of did that in math? So it's looking at that 7 and saying, oh, that's the remainder of it. So the modulus operator is how you get the remainder of something. It's not often used that much in programming, but maybe you can think of ways to use it. So those are, you know, nice operators. Also, something I want to show you guys is let's say, so C now contains 7. Let's say I wanted to increase C by 1. I wanted to add you know, add 1 to C. Well, one thing I could do is I could do C plus 1, but that's kind of the slow way of doing it. What I want to do is another way I can do it is I can do, instead of C equals C plus 1, what this will do is take the value of C, add 1, and reassign it to C. Or also I can do C plus equals to 1. Both these lines right here that I have on line 11 that I'm about to put, and I'm going to put a comment in there. A comment allows you to write English on your code, but your thing will still compile. Both these lines are the same thing. It's just that this line I'm highlighting right here is shorter. You can just do plus equals 1. And also I can do plus equals 2, plus equals 12, plus equals 34. And also, so something else I can also do is here, get rid of this. Sorry. I guess I'll show this works. I haven't shown that yet. So remember, C is giving me 7 here, and then I'm adding 2 to it, so hopefully I get 9, and I do. And so everything I showed you, I can also do times equals, which takes, you know, it's going to take 7. This is value of C, which is 7, times it by 2, so hopefully this gives me 14. And then I can do division. It's going to divide it by 2, so it's going to be 3.5. And then I can do subtraction. So these are the easy ways to add or subtract or change a variable. Does it do exponential? I've never actually tried doing exponential. It does do exponential too. That's pretty nice. And I guess you can do the double divides as well. And you can. So that's really cool. So that's the really kind of cool way if you just want to change a variable and add or subtract to it. And so that's basically all the math operators you need to get started, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out my GitHub page in the link below. It has code examples. I'll see you guys later.